I wasn't supposed to be filming a haul today, but I could use a little distraction. So let's jump in. Hi friends, and welcome back to Lost Without a Plan. Today's going to be a little bit different because I'm throwing the schedule out the window. I had something else planned to film today and I just wasn't feeling it. I've learned that sometimes the best thing you can do is stop trying to force yourself to be excited about something and just do the thing that sounds the most fun. So today we're opening a completely random planner haul. I have packages from a couple of recent sales that I shopped, including the Planner Boss Collective sale, where I picked up a few things from Shine Sticker Studio, and the Planner Kate Anniversary sale. And I have to say this is actually perfect timing because I do love a good haul, but I also enjoy seeing these things make their way into my planning system. Because buying stickers is not just fun, but figuring out where we're going to put them, that's where the adventure begins. If that sounds like your kind of thing, be sure you subscribe because I have lots more coming your way. Let's start with Planner Kate because this box could barely fit in my mailbox. I ordered from the Planner Kate 12th anniversary sale, and I really didn't think I purchased anything this extreme, but it came in a giant box. I actually had to dent the box a little bit to get the items out. There was just no graceful way of doing it. So naturally, my first thought was, what on earth did I buy? Because I didn't remember ordering anything that required so much packaging. So let's see what's actually in here. Okay, so the sale specific freebies. This one here is it looks like a vinyl sticker. It might not be though. It might be for a water bottle or something like that, but I would probably just use it on my sticker organization kit. It says Team PK, we stick together. That motto is actually perfection for this sticker shop. And then there was the anniversary sampler. I have quite a few of these on hand already. And I've been trying to work my way through them. But this year's sampler was known to have a vintage vibe. They brought back some oldies but goodies, like the movie night pieces and the laundry line. I do have some ideas for this one, so I'm excited to put it to work. Okay, the first kit that I picked up is kit 840 Pop, which is for the Laurel Denise Joe pop-up planner in Autumn Blooms. I already actually have washi tape that matches this setup, but when I realized I already had the washi that coordinated with this, I decided that it would be a good fit for my family HQ this month. This page right here includes the monthly washi, 2 additional strips of washi, a whole bunch of little black and white icons, some scripts, some date dots, and some perfectly sized boxes, which we are always looking for when we are using this planner because it's a lot smaller than you'd think. It also includes some holidays and some additional banners here. I actually really enjoy this print here because fall doesn't technically start until the end of September, and so I didn't want something that screamed fall right from the beginning. This one has more of an end of summer, early fall feeling with the bright blues, the golds, the pinks. So it can line either way depending on what I pair it with. Sometimes I'll use the whole kit, but other times I'll just take the pieces I love and mingle them with things that I already have, which is especially useful when you're trying to use up a stash instead of constantly buying something new every spread. So I will pair this with the washi I already have on the weekly pages and we will make it work. Since I am trying to be more intentional about spending this year and overdoing my sticker kits, that's been actually very helpful. Next we have the Crisp and Cozy. That is kit 750, and for these next few kits I just picked up the thin washi and the thick washi and the thin washi strips because I'm a little frustrated with my planners right now. And I wanted some things that would be more universal so that I could have them on hand no matter what I decide. It might be used in my Moxie Life Monthly, it might be in an A5 or a 7x9. I snagged this one with November in mind. It feels late fall with taupe, warm oranges, and slate blue tones. It almost has like a watercolor feeling to it. with some very detailed illustrations of flowers and leaves mixed in. I plan to pull out some like days of the week washi or some date headers that I already have to make it work on whatever I might end up needing it for. I really do like the add-on section for that. If you're not really sure how you plan on using it, but you really love the pattern, the washi strips are the way to go because you can pretty much make that work with whatever you have. Then we have Frosted Pines, which is kit 756. And this one is definitely more December, January vibes. It never snows in Southern California, but I still love bringing those wintry elements in when the seasons roll around. So we've got snowflakes and golds and blues. It's basically giving a gentle nod to winter without going full snowplow, which I appreciate because I don't need my planner to pretend I live in a Hallmark movie. I just want a little seasonal fun. Next, we have this Halloween washi. I do not have the actual name of it, but here we have kit 749, and this one has some cute little ghosties, and some of them are holding little hearts in their hands. There's some happy ones, and they're flying around. Then there's this washi strip, which is pretty basic. It has some patterned washi. There's some diagonal lines, straight lines, little triangles, little stars, and some squiggles. So that is going to be good for any sort of October kit. Then I grabbed a couple of mini labels. I think that's what this is called. This one is, I think it's supposed to be 1 inch. I don't have a measuring ruler anywhere here, but I believe that these ones were 1 inch from side to side, which, as I said before, the problems that I have with the Laurel Denise kit is that the boxes are quite a bit smaller than normal. So I figured having something like this to offset would be good. I also grabbed the A5 boxes in the neutral colorway and the Planner Kate Rainbow, I think, because they are a little bit bigger than the ones for the Laurel Denise, but I feel like I can use these in my A5, in my Laurel Denise, just anywhere that I end up needing smaller labels because the 1.5 ones tend to be too big. I believe that this is the mixed label sheet because it has like the little check box, the appointment box, and the plain box, plus a little bit wider one. So I guess these are probably 30-minute boxes and these ones are hours, I'm assuming. But it'll be nice to have a little bit of a variety in all the colorways. Then lastly, I picked up some Wacky holidays. We have the December Wacky holidays, November, October, and September. And then I wanted a black and white icon to symbolize church weekends on my calendar because writing it is just a big word. So I lean into these sort of black and white icons whenever I can. So we have sticker storage. This is why the box was so big. This is for the 8x10 disc album. These are the inserts. Now, I didn't buy a brand new album here because I bought one of these several months ago, and it might have been through last year's anniversary sale too. I have no idea, but I had no bandwidth for sticker organization this past year, so I tossed it in my office closet and waited patiently for the next free day. And you know, that free day never comes, but the reason why I like this system in theory was because it is disc bound, so I can move the pages around wherever it fits best in seconds. Currently, I keep things organized in the Planner Kate folders that have the top loading section to make things easier because these papers are kind of wily. I put in just a piece of printer paper that wasn't in use. But the problem is that, as you can see, I've used the last few weeks. And so now I'm going to have to reorganize the sticker kit from the beginning to move the next season's items to the front. And it's a little troublesome. So I have a little bit more bandwidth now. So I'm thinking that I will reorganize everything to get them into these, and then I can move it from the front to the back when it's empty and move right on to the next thing without having to set up any fixing time, right? The thing about this one is it does come with like 1-inch discs, I believe. I could probably measure it with this. Yeah, about 1-inch discs. So these are kind of small. They are a one-side opening just on the inside, which is good because if you pick up the book upside down, all of your stickers don't fall out. But the problem with adding sticker kits to it is it makes things get really thick. So if all the pages have an extra 1/8 of an inch, then this will no longer fit on these little discs. So my thought is that eventually I'll have to buy expander discs, but I haven't found any that aren't pink. And that's a huge deal for me because I don't like pink. I don't like pastels. I don't like pinks. It's just not my jam. So I am on the hunt for those. If you know of any 2-inch expander discs that are not pink, please leave. Oh, and I think it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 discs in the pack. So I may end up having to buy 2 packs of the larger expander discs if that's the way I end up going. I do have some like 1.5 discs that would be helpful, but you know, I just want to do things once instead of 700 times, you know. Anyways, I did grab the 8x10 inserts, which has, I believe, the exact same amount that's in there now. Yes, it does look like that. So probably like 20 sheets or so. And then I grabbed the 8x10 dividers because I figured it would be helpful to organize these stickers a little bit. So I can have all my monthly kits together, all my weekly kits together and stuff like that by using these to add a little bit more organization into the setup. And while I'm still on Planner Kate, I did want to say that I had a discovery through the sale, because when you log in, it tells you how many points you have. And I never have looked at that. I didn't even realize that I was part of a reward system. But I have like almost $50 worth of rewards in there. So this is a friendly reminder to check your rewards points in all of your favorite shops because you might have a discount waiting for you. I did notice that I couldn't use it while I was using a sale code or any code at all. So that means you wouldn't be able to use it with commission codes. So I'm probably just going to use one of my favorite creators' links so that they still get credit for it, but use my rewards points to pay for them. But since this was a huge sale with a huge discount, I didn't want to take that off at this time. But I have, I'm going to start building my cart for the next time so that I can use those rewards before they expire, for sure. When I was looking into the next shop at Science Shine Sticker, I realized that I have like $25 here too. So remember, check your rewards accounts on all your favorite shops because I obviously need to check mine more often, but when I do place a full price order, I'm going to have them there waiting for me. So let's call that your little planner PSA for the day. And on that note, let's jump into Shine Stickers haul. These, I purchased this from the Planner Boss Collective sale. It's a quarterly sale. I think that they're plannerbosscollective.com or something. I did hear Jessica Hart's posting about it, but I had put through an order with her just a few weeks before, so I didn't need anything at this time from Jessica Hart's. I looked into a couple of my other favorites and peeked at what everybody was offering, and then I had to remind myself something very important. I only have 3 kits that I had not purchased for the end of the year, so I really needed to chill. My goal for 2026 is use it up, and I'm really trying to chip away at the stash instead of buying a million things that sit in a drawer for another year. But there was a pretty big hole in my lineup. I really needed a Halloween kit, and I remembered that Shine Sticker Studio has come out with some crazy cute holiday kits. So I hopped over there and was not disappointed because look at this cuteness. The Brew Café sticker kit. And oh my goodness. This one is for the Hobonichi Cousin, which is an A5 size. And since I am using my A5 plum paper planner, I figured it will work for the most part. They are a little taller. I think that this might be a weekly kit, but we'll see if we can make it work. And if we can't, oh well, but we'll do our best to try. The first page has all of these cute little boxes, and there's like a ghosty coffee shop vibe. There's adorable mugs, little sweet treats. It's very Starbucks meets Ray Dunn inspired, which is super cute to me. I am here for it. Then page 2 has the date headers and a little chalkboard meal planner. And then there are some coffee bean checklists and boxes. And then page 3 has these washi strips with some more coffee beans. And then these really adorable little names. It says Witch's Brew, Boneyard Brew, Cauldron Coffee, Ghost Foam Cappuccino, Spooky Chai Latte, Franken Frappuccino, and Death by Pumpkin Spice. Oh, and Haunt Chocolate instead of hot chocolate, right? Come on, it's ridiculous how cute it is. And then because one set wasn't enough, I also decided to pick up the Deco sheet. This is just the standard Deco sheet, I believe. But I think they do have a mini sheet and a Bujo sheet, which is much larger, but I didn't really know which size would be right for me. This one is about the size of like a thumb, and this one is about 2 sizes of a thumb. So the regular Deco sheet, it'll work for what I need. And then lastly, I picked up the additional washi strip because this one had the little cute coffee mugs across the top. This one is a die cut washi, so it kind of surrounds the cups. Then we have more coffee beans and then the little Brew logo. It looks like the Starbucks, as well as this one here where there are little Boo baristas roaming around, and then more of the words on the chalkboard. Isn't it the cutest? I absolutely thought so. So, and they have way more stickers in this theme. So if you're looking for a Halloween kit or you just enjoy the haunted coffee shop vibe, you should definitely go take a peek. Just to be clear, I'm not sponsored by either of today's shops. They're just shops that I really like. So I'll link them down in the description if you want to take a peek. Oh, and real quick, let me go through the freebies for Shine. It has this really cute little note card. You are amazing speech bubble. A cutie little Christmas in July ice cream cone with reindeer glasses. And the freebie is a little cassette tape, a planner, a little play button, happy face chips, glue, because it's back to school, I'm sure, donuts, a fan, and first day of school writing. I am super excited to make a little dent in what was left for the year. This may be my last sticker haul for the year, but of course we have new planner season coming up next. So getting this wrapped up does make me feel pretty good about this haul. Also shopping with a little bit of intention, and again, that credit that I found that I'm looking forward to spending on before the new year. I do love stickers. I love the pretty supplies. I love setting up beautiful spreads, but the goal is never to create the perfect spread. The goal is to create a system that makes me want to check into it so that it can actually help my life breathe a little easier. And that's why I'm okay with not knowing exactly where some of these things are going yet. I have to decide whether I'll use my washi in my A5s or my 7x9s, but I'm going to keep everything together in my new sticker organization system and pop it in where it makes sense. That's one of the things I have been trying to get better at, because planning doesn't mean deciding everything in advance. It means giving yourself a little bit of structure to make the next decision easier. You might see some experimentation coming up. We've got fall planning, back to school routines, and some upcoming Plan With Me videos, and hopefully a little sticker organization too once I jump into this album. and we'll see where we go from there. If all of this chat has you wanting to get a little more organized yourself, don't forget that I have a library of free planning printables over at LostWithoutAPlan.com. There's tools for routines, goal setting, seasonal planning, holidays, and all kinds of other real life chaos. And if you enjoyed hanging out with me today, be sure you're subscribed because there's plenty more planning adventures coming your way. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.